All right, we're here with Cole Seeley in Tampa. What do you see so far out there?
We see, that sand section right in the middle is different for sure. But it looks pretty good. The dirt looks, from here, looks soft, but we'll see how it turns out. Nobody's really raced here in a long time, so we don't really know how the dirt's going to break down or how much grip we're going to be getting. So it's kind of, I don't know, just open for testing and development, all that kind of stuff with the chassis setup and suspension. And yeah, it's cool though. I like that sand. It's typical Florida, it's kind of what we're used to riding out here when we stay out here. But we'll see how the rhythm. It's hard to tell from here. Everything looks so small or big, or everything, perspective's all off. But we'll get down there on the floor in a little bit and check it out and see how everything's developing, how the lines are flowing, how the sections are going to be jumping and all that kind of stuff. But looks like a good racetrack.
Looking at the weather, it looks like chance of rain tomorrow night.
Is there? I haven't even looked at it. This is the first week that I've ever spent in Florida where it didn't rain. So it might. Like when I was out here in the summertime, it was so weird because it's so hot during the day. You ride till 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's just so humid, hot, and then 3:30 rolls around and it's pouring rain. I'm from California, so it's weather I've never seen before and borderline scary for me. And then it clears up and you're good to go again. So like I said, this is the first week that it hasn't done that. It's been pretty nice weather. Really enjoyed it. The sandbox that Jason Baker put together for us is really fun. Track's crazy good. I'm so stoked. It's always scary with taking the risk of going to Florida, and especially for someone like me, I don't really do that typically during the year. But it's been so much fun. I'm so happy I made the trip out here, and I'm enjoying it.
All right, Jason, you've got to be feeling pretty good about where you're at this point in the season.
Yeah, I do feel pretty good about it. But at the same time, I still got to keep it going. We got a lot more racing ahead of us, and anything can happen still. So I'm just trying to keep my head down and keep trying to do the deal and get good starts and win races and podiums, and keep same mentality, I guess you could say.
Yeah, over the last couple of weeks, we've lost a bunch of guys out there.
Yeah, it's been kind of gnarly. We still have a relatively good amount of good guys. We got Marv, Eli, Cole, Baggett, Webb. There's a lot of them still left, and I still need to stay on my toes and keep putting in good results.
So we're here in Tampa, but what do you think of the idea of an Albuquerque Supercross?
Yeah, we need a bigger stadium, that's for sure. But I definitely have some close ones that are to my hometown. But for me, I would say my hometown one is really probably San Diego at the moment. It's the closest one to where I live. As far as Albuquerque, there's a few that are somewhat close, but not a lot.
All right, Marv, how are we feeling these days? How close are we back to 100%?
Well, I've been feeling really, really good at practice on the bike. Off the bike, shoulder is a little sore. Still, that ligament is irritated a little bit, but we're feeling good. It's good to be back in Florida now with the boys, riding with the other guys, and making progress for sure, and being able to get on the podium in San Diego and then last weekend in Dallas, it's good. It's second place, and we're moving forward in the championship too, and that's what I need.
Looking at the weather for tomorrow night, we've got a chance of rain out there.
To be honest, I have no idea. I didn't really look at the weather. You never know with Florida, that's for sure. It's so humid out there, pretty warm, and you never know when the thunder and the storm will come out. So yeah, open stadium this weekend. It's going to be very interesting, and if it rains, it rains. We have no choice. We got to go out there and do our best.
What's the plan for the rest of the season now?
Well, the best is to do like I did the last 2 weekends. Like I said, getting on the podium and try to get a win. Or many. That's the goal right now. Being able to win the opening round. At Anaheim 1. It was massive. It was awesome for all of us, but we didn't carry it to the second round, unfortunately, to get an injury. But now we're back in the game for sure, and I'm feeling stronger, and yeah, I need good starts and put myself in good position like I did the last 2 weekends, and then I can ride to my full potential, and yeah, try to get a win.
To make up ground with the new point system, you have to be on the podium all the time.
Yeah, exactly, and then yeah, you never know what can happen, so that's why like last weekend, unfortunately the heat race was really bad, but that was 14 on the gate all the way outside, but I got off the good start and I was like 4th, so that was awesome, and I was able to battle for the podium and get a 2nd place. So yeah, need to be consistent to make up points on the championship.
Good luck out there.
Thank you.
You happy to be home this week?
Yeah, definitely glad to be back here in Florida. Just the normal routine, and takes a few weeks though to get into the normal routine.
Well, you've got a couple races that they're easy driving distance for you, right?
Yeah, definitely. This one is easy, and Daytona will be easy. So we'll hop on a quick flight to Atlanta, but still, it's nice. You know, an hour flight, so you're home in 3 hours. No, from the time you leave till you're back, which is cool. And then yeah, just getting in the swing of things. Weather's good. Outdoor stadium this weekend, so get some sunshine and see what we got.
What's the plan for the rest of the season? Obviously, you've made huge steps forward here.
My plan would just be to continue what we've been doing, just be steady, try to get a good start, get yourself in the top 5 right off the bat, and then try to be on the podium. So if you can podium from here on out every round, never know what will happen.
You know, I kind of asked the question during the press conference of, you know, there's been a lot of riders dropped out in the last few weeks. Do you just keep charging the same pace that you're good with, or do you back it down, or you know, you're always trying to get maximum performance, but how do you balance between trying to get max results and not getting hurt out there?
I think it's just risk. So when it's your time, it's your time. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You just got to live your life, do your thing. You know, put the hours in, put the time in, and give her the berries. And if you keep her on 2 wheels, you keep her on 2 wheels. If you don't, you don't. So it's just the way the sport goes. But I think you know, if you can hit the box on the podium from here on out, you're looking pretty good at the end.
You made that huge jump forward in results and performance out there. Is it still continuing? Did you find something magic, or is it just an evolution all the time?
I don't know. We haven't made many changes, so we kind of got what we've got going on, and it's working, and we're just going to stick to it until see what happens.
All right, Chad, I know you had talked about foot getting better in San Diego. Where are we at now?
You know, it still continues to get better. It's unfortunately, it doesn't just, you know, like it doesn't just go away. It doesn't just, you know, get full range of motion and all the pain goes away. But it is getting better. That's all you can ask. You know, on a daily, multiple times a day, I try to push it to its limit. You know, and that's probably the hardest thing. It's one thing to like work on something getting stronger, but getting range of motion literally takes you torturing yourself. That's not that fun. So that's been a challenge in itself, but yeah, it's getting better. Honestly, I'm better than I was last week. I'm better than I was yesterday, and that's all we can ask for.
Is that a continuing therapy thing, or is it just riding through it?
Both. You know, this week I this has probably been my most that I've rode in 1 week. So yeah, like I'll probably limit my riding today because I've had such a heavy day, a heavy week. Try to recover for tomorrow. But yeah, like it sucks because each and every week you say you're a little better, and it's true. But you know, as I get a little more comfortable and better, so does everybody else. So you know, like there's a progression for everybody, and I just need mine to go a little steeper.
I remember back in the day, the comment used to be you have to be in it to win it. So being there at the end is a huge thing too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different meaning at this point for me. Obviously, I always said you got to be in it to win it as a championship. There's no championship for me this year, but that, you know, top 10, top 5, go for the podium, go for a win. They're all things I think about regularly. So haven't given up hope on that, and yeah, we'll just continue to keep working. And man, if they keep dropping like this, maybe I will have a shot at the championship.